Hello, YouTubers. Welcome back to Yorkshire Media. I am Mark, your host, your presenter, whatever you want me to be. And I'm definitely better than the BBC because I've been told I am. So there you go. So now, going to go away from that. Yes, I know my channel's about fun, but it's coming up to the end of the month. Today's the 30th, innit? And tomorrow's the 31st. Well, it's supposed to be on a rest day, but from now until tomorrow, my mental health's not going to change. So it's as simple as that. So here comes the disclaimer. I am not an expert. I am not a doctor. I am talking about my own mental health and what I'm going through with my own mental health and things like that. So I'm not what you call a medical channel or anything like that. I just talk about my own mental health and what I've gone through this month. So this is what I'm going to do now. And yes, this will be put up on Wednesday the 30th. Today, it will be put up today. So you'll get it today, and then tomorrow there won't be a video. Simple as. So, with all the disclaimer out of the way that I am not a medical professional, I am not a doctor or anything like that, I am talking about my own mental health and what I'm going through and what I've got basically and how I've been this month, which is okay. I haven't been all that clever, which I haven't. You know what I mean? And looks, if you're thinking, oh well, it looks alright in his videos. Looks can be very deceiving. You know what I mean? People can hide a lot of things, and when you hear what I've gone through this month, you'll think, hey, I've hid it, sort of thing. I've kept it to myself. There's some things what shouldn't be put onto YouTube, in my opinion, and things like that, and things like that. But I thought, well, it did affect some friends of mine. I think it were Artizani Lauren, and she basically couldn't understand what were going on. And I thought, oh, well, I better explain it, and I did explain it. I'm coming out of that phase a little bit now. So what happened? My depression got the best of me in a way, and things like that. Now, you know that I'm diabetic. I'm type 2 diabetic, so I take tablets like this. I take tablets, and all these tablets are to keep me alive and to keep my blood sugar down. But I got depressed, and I got depressed over that I'm not working and things like that. It takes a toll. I mean, I'm looking for work. I mean, you go to interviews and you get nowhere. They're not willing to. I don't know. It's. I mean, I know I can do the job. It's just that I've never operated a till in my life. But sales, working like HMV and things like that, I can do it. I can do the job. My customer service skills are very good, but they didn't see it that way. So I got refusal after refusal and things like that. And it was in an interview what he had, and I collapsed. As you know, I got chronic fatigue syndrome. Now, this is definitely chronic fatigue syndrome what I've got, but it doesn't excuse bad behaviour. Me being depressed doesn't excuse any kind of bad behaviour, which I don't have bad behaviour and things like that. I mean, there's Kevin. He lives in the same house as me, and he comes in. Do you want a cup of tea? No. That's it. And I think, oh, okay, fair enough. And he's pretty good at judging moods and things like that. But I do talk normal. If someone come up to me and says, "Oh, I've been watching you for months," I will talk and react actually as normal as I can. You know what I mean? I won't let on that I'm down or depressed and things like that. But really, talking about it this month is going to help, and it's going to help people. You can't just look at someone and think, well, they're normal. You just can't. I mean, you can't. I mean, people look at me and think, oh, well, he's all right. I mean, he's still making his videos. Well, yeah, I'm still making the videos because I enjoy making the videos. yeah, he doesn't depress me. So yeah, it's important that I keep this YouTube channel rolling, sort of thing. I'm not going to take a break from YouTube. I mean, the whole idea of me taking 2 days off was to let my body know how to relax. And I do go for therapy and things like that. And it's very interesting how the body forgets to turn off or to relax, and things like that. And my brain's always overthinking, overworking. It's not taking a break when I'm taking a break. It's supposed to do, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? Your brain is one of the functions in your head what keeps going and going 24/7. Things like that. So, yeah, I got depressed. Over this month, I got really depressed. A black cloud came over me, and I really got depressed. And I was getting depressed because I got no job, I've got no, because I got my diabetes, I've got to take all my tablets and things like that. And it takes its toll. And apart from that, I've got no one to share my life with. I don't have a girlfriend or anything like that. So I'm on my own. I'm single now. People think, oh yeah, being single is great. Being single can be great. It can be good because you ain't got, how can I put it? You ain't got the responsibility of a relationship. Things like that. But it can be. But it takes its toll. We are not meant to be alone. I'll tell you now. We are a species who are meant to be together with a partner, basically. And that's what we are. We're not meant to be alone. We're not meant to be locked up in isolation like we were with lockdown and things like that. And this is what's done it for me. This is what caused me to go depressed. You know what I mean? I'm going out. We are out a lot. I know we're out a lot down and things like that. But it's the shock. It's overwhelming, the freedom, what you suddenly got back. I felt very overwhelmed, and I still do. I'm still having kind of nightmares about the car crash and things like that, and my PTSD and things like that. All this has got to be managed. You know what I mean? So how I manage it is I try and relax. I try and do things what's daft and what I think is funny. It might not be. Some people say I do. My greatest videos is when I'm depressed. I can't believe that. You know what I mean? But in saying that, I have been depressed this month. Um, and things like that. Now, I don't condone what I'm going to say next, and I never condone anyone taking their own life. But I must admit, I have been thinking of suicide. Yeah, I mean, it's always there in the back of your head. It's always there. I never act upon it, and I never have. I mean, yeah. I did once. I remember once. I think it was. I was going out with. I was going out with a girlfriend at the time. She was 16. I was what? Coming up to my 16th birthday, and we've been going out a while. She's always been older than me, but we've been going out a while, and we were planning. She was planning. Basically planning about the time I was 18 to bloody marry her. But something went wrong, and suddenly I got a phone call one night. I was what? It was what? It run her 17. Yeah, I think she was 16. I turned 16. She turned 17. And someone had told her something what was untrue. And I don't know what they said, but it was untrue. But it led to her committing suicide. It really did. It led to that. And I know I'll never forget her. Yeah, I mean, and mother were in shocks and pieces and that. And yes, we did find something. We found a letter, and it was addressed to me, telling me the reason, which is, I mean, why she done what she done. And I thought, this is not right. You shouldn't have took your life. She should have come to me and talked to me. What she been told, and a so-called best mate thought, oh well, Mark don't want you anymore. He's seen somebody else, which I wasn't. It was complete bull. You know what I mean? Even mother knew this were rubbish, but she committed suicide. She died. It cost her life. And I think for months and years, well, for a couple of years at least, we did try to get her mate done for manslaughter because that's what it was. It led to someone's death. And police were They didn't want to do it, but they did it in the end. They had to do. And her parents got what they thought were justice for her. And yeah, she got, her best mate, so-called mate, got locked up. Got 12 years for that. And yeah, and that was my first experience through for suicide and things like that. And I went through my life. I was still grieving when I was 18, and yeah, I did the daftest thing you could ever do. I got pissed, things like that, and I had alcoholic poisoning. This is why I don't drink a lot now. I had alcoholic poisoning. I think it was just about 6 months into living in my own flat, and I got alcoholic poisoning. It took me down, and I got told, pack it in. You don't want to do this. Because I was drinking whiskey and things like that. I was drunk 24, nearly 24/7 at that particular time. I wasn't an alcoholic though, because when I stopped drinking, and I did stop drinking, I never got the withdrawal symptoms. So I know I'm not an alcoholic, but I think I were on my way to be. But I got alcoholic poisoning, and they told me the state of my liver. They told me yes, it can regenerate. It can come back. You just got to pack it in, and that's what I did. I took the advice. That were one step too far, and things like that. So suicide is always on my mind, and things like that. And people who have lost in my life. I've got an anniversary coming up in May. Up in May. My mum died in May. And things like that. So I've got to think. What I mean. So I've got that coming up. I've got things what's happened in the past, like my brother, one of them, things like that, and my sister and things like that. You know what I mean? And my stepbrother, and what I've been through, at the beginning of the year, it was about that, and that didn't help me either. So I've been grieving again, basically. So yeah, when people say, "Oh well, there's no wrong," you cannot tell just by looking at someone if they've got any mental health issues. Mental health issues are hidden, literally. You know, you point to someone. Oh well, he's got it. He's got it. No, you can't do that. It's an impossibility. But I have got it. I know I've got it. I mean, my depression. It's. I mean, my trauma. I would have had PTSD when I was younger, and this is what I was told very recently, and things like that. So when I was younger, I saw my dad. He used his fist on my mum, and he beat me up as well. He used his fist on me and things like that. And my sister never saw that side of my dad. Oh, never ever. And she thinks that sun shines out his backside and things like that. Until it came to caring for him. So I decided, I'd become a carer. People look at me odd and think, why did you become a carer for someone who'll beat you up? Well, at the end of the day, he is my father. And the other way is, and the only reason why he did it is because it were a permanent reminder. Simple as. And it was. He didn't like it. He didn't like me caring for him. He was hoping for someone else to come in and do it. He didn't like me doing it. He had no choice. Because if I hadn't done it, nobody else would have done it. And he could have died a lot sooner than what he did. But I did it. And no, he didn't like it. But he tried, my dad made, when I was caring for him, made a fatal mistake. Literally, made on fatal mistake. By telling me what I can and can't do. And I said, whoa. He says, you can't do that. That responsibility is gone. And he says, what do you mean? I says, I'll do what I want. I'll come and go and play as I want. Simple as. I'll look after you. I'll do the hours. But my private time is my own time, Dad. And there's nothing what you can do. And he didn't like that. He hated it. And the amount of women, well, people, what used to come to us were unbelievable. But those were the days, back in the days and that. So what I'm getting at, so from age of 4 or 5 year old, I've had trauma. I would have had PTSD, but they didn't know what PTSD was. We all know now what it is. It's post-traumatic stress syndrome, things like that. So, yeah. So I have this black cloud over me all this month. Some part of last month. Yeah, I think it all started back at the beginning of the year, but it's come to an end right now. Um, so when I'm under that black cloud, I go quiet. This is what people don't understand. I am misunderstood completely. You know, people thinking, "Well, you falling out with?" No, I am. I don't fall out with anybody. What it is, at Zany, I used to go on there all the time, onto her lives and that, and things like that. I'm going. I will be going back on, but the thing is, when I get depressed, and I did get depressed, it was all about my depression. I decided to pull back. I thought, well, no, I'm not taking it into group. I don't want to bring her group down because of me. So I pulled back. I didn't tell them. I just didn't go on for a while. And Zany got in contact. You know what I mean, several times. I mean, well, you know, why can't people leave me alone? But I thought, okay, I owe you. I do owe her. And I did owe her an explanation. So I told her all about it. I opened up and I felt a hell of a lot better for doing so. And things like that. But is it worth? Yeah, I mean, is it worth me? Yeah, I mean, that's the only way I knew how to deal with it is to go quiet. That's the only way I know how to deal with it. I've been dealing with depression all my life, and all my life I've gone quiet. That's the only way I know how to deal with it. No one's really took that much of an interest and say, well, you know, I mean, talk about it. No one's took that much interest. Zany has, Zany, Lauren, and Fane, they've took that interest. And I thought, okay, at least they care. You know what I mean? And they do care. And I've been told the old group's been missing me any case, but by and by. So that's why I just go quiet. I just cut that side out and I go quiet. And I'm thinking, well, the thinking is, it's because the group's all about fun and happy, and they don't want a miserable git in the group causing that kind of grief. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're all friends in that group. I know I could talk about it in there, but I wouldn't want to, because I wouldn't want to bring people's moods down and things like that. You know what I mean? So that's why I came out and I didn't go on and on and on. I've been talking to people. I've been talking to people like, like Yorkshire lad Wayne. He's took an interest in because he asked me, and he does get in contact. How do you feel with this and this and this? When I do have a video conference with him, talk to him over, FaceTime and things like that. He's first question is, how are you? You know what I mean? And again, I open up and I tell him, well, I've been, my depression's been like that. It's been like a wave. It's been up and down. And I talk to him and things like that because he has definitely taken an interest in that. I thought, okay, fine. And Wayne is a very good friend. So is Zany. Don't get me wrong. They are Zany, and all in that group are very, very good friends to me, and that I am to them, and I am to Lauren. But when someone like, how can I put it? When Lauren start wanting to know, I thought, weird. No, I mean, it's weird to me. But she has this knack, does Lauren. So when I replied, I said, look, I told her everything about it. And she has this knack of getting you to talk. And it's a gift what she's got. And it's same with Thane. It's a gift what Thane's got as well. They get you to talk. And she got me to talk over text. And she says, so what is it, your depression? I went, yeah, bad depression. And and she just wanted an I explained it. And I says, it's the only thing I know how to do is to go quiet, unfortunately. She says, well, next time when you feel like that, can you just say in group depression, and I'll know what it is. I'll go, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I can do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, so she took an interest in things like that. Yeah, it's weird to me, but it's not weird to other people. But it's a good way because Lauren knows how to extract a conversation. You know what I mean? Even though you don't want to talk about it, because I didn't want to talk about it at that particular time, but she has this knack does the artisan Lauren of extracting things out of you. Literally. I mean, I think it's a trait what women have. I really do. Um, I learned similar techniques when I used to talk to my mum. I mean, what you got to understand is when I was being brought up by my stepdad and my mum, she had all female friends. She hardly had any male friends, and I always, can you make us a cup of tea, man? And things like that. And then I used to go into the room and I used to, and she said, "Oh, you can sit down if you want," and listening to the conversation. So I knew about women's problems, but it's the way they get you to talk. You know, if you're a shy person, a woman can be shy as well. But if one of you just takes that leap of faith and connect, you know, and you might not want to open up about yourself, but women have this ability to make you open up, if you know what I mean, in the right way, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's never going to be used against you, you know what I mean? But, you know, that's what Lauren's like. You know, at Zena, she does have this knack when I was on conversation with, talking to her through text and that, or on Messenger. And, I had quite an in-depth conversation. I didn't want any in-depth, but I got this in-depth, but I felt better for it. And I thought, okay, fair enough. You know what I mean? As long as people accept me for who I am, then there'll be no trouble. There'll be no way of doing things, where I can do things. So that's what's been wrong with me on this mental health journey this month. Is that, I've been, I don't condone it. Anyone who's thinking about suicide, you need to get help. And I've got help in any case. I've told I told all the people who I should have told about it and things like that. So that's, I'm now a member of Mind, and they do side by side on Facebook. So I've joined up with that. So you go to Mind and join up side by side, and they do talk. Um, if you need urgent help and things like that. Well, I don't think I need urgent help. I just need to find another technique to deal with my depression instead of going quiet, because I go quiet, alarm bell start ringing it, and people start asking me, "Are you all right?" I'm thinking, well, I don't like to admit that I'm not all right. I just say, "Yeah, I'm fine," when I'm not, and I just don't like admitting it. I see it. A lot of people see it as a sign of weakness. I know it's not. I know it's not a sign of weakness. I know it's a sign of strength, and and you shouldn't suffer alone. And I tell people that I should take my own advice, but I never do. So that is what it is, unfortunately. But that's me, I suppose. But I do talk. If people ask me, "Well, you don't look all right, mate. You look tired," and things like that, then I will talk. And once I start opening up, fine. But I think this is why I don't have a girlfriend, or I can't get a girlfriend, because they don't seem to understand, and they think, well, if you're going to be like that, I don't want to know. Oh, okay, fair enough. You're missing out. I'm not. You know what I mean? I am a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm not a violent guy or anything like that. It's just that I want a relationship, yes, but I want a relationship on our terms, if you know me, her terms as well as my terms. It's going to be give and take. I know that, and she's going to have to get her head around it. That I've got an hobby. I have several hobbies and things like that. So so that's my mental health journey for this month. Yes, I know I've rattled on for a long time, and if you made it to the end, well, thank you for making it to the end. That's what I am. This is who I am, and unfortunately, we're not all as perfect as what people make out that we are. Because I'm not. I'm not perfect. Yes, I do like to be entertaining. I don't like to be too serious and things like that. But my mental health journey is about me and what I'm going through at this moment in time. I do it once a month, and it's always near to the end of the month. And things like that. And it's things what's neat to be said. Now I've done the video, I will feel a hell of a lot better for sharing it and telling people. And so like I say, if you made it to the end of the video, thank you. Thank you for watching the video. please like the video if you liked it. Please like it. Consider subscribing. It's free to subscribe, but please consider subscribing. Hit the bell icon and hit all. That will let you know when I'm uploading another. It's free to subscribe. You might as well do it. Like I say, I'm better than the BBC. It's a hell of a lot free. You're getting fact after fact after fact and things like that. Please share the video to other social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, International Space Station if you want. I love to get someone up there to subscribe to me down here. That will be fun. And also tell your friends and your family and things like that who may be interested in watching the video, and comment below, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye for now. Bye.